everybody. It's that time of the month. This is for August of 2022. The pick a card readings for deck 1 and deck 2 and deck 3. You can take some time to pause if you'd like. You can also listen to everything if you would like. You can be drawn to more than one deck as well. And I know what deck I'm most drawn to. And so, yeah, I'll tell you when it's the one I'm most drawn to. But I'm not going to be reading for me. I'm reading for you guys. Deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. Take some time to pause if you'd like. Other than that, let's get started with deck 1. Hello, deck 1. As usual, we will do the oracle cards later. Crystal oracle card, past life oracle card. And let's flip the cards around. Okay. Sorry, I'll move it further down. And again, there can be different interpretations for this deck, but of course, I have to start with what I most strongly resonate with this deck for what it could be for people. We have the Two of Cups reversed. It's usually that most strongly indicates a relationship, and more specifically, a relationship turned sour. So it is about a relationship turned sour, or that it's not going well, but we have to look at the surrounding cards to see. So this could be a relationship, especially I feel for some of you, maybe you're in a newer relationship, or you started talking to somebody, it might not even be a relationship yet. So what it's saying is, it's a slow, gradual, like, build up to getting into a relationship, or even more so. This could mean that the relationship just isn't progressing anywhere, or the talking isn't. Maybe you think like you should date this person. Think about the talks that you have. Are you really emotionally connected to this person? It seems like you don't have very good judgment of the situation, or the other person is a very judgmental person themselves. So I see the relationship. If it isn't a relationship, it would be a good time to reevaluate and think about what are the pros of potentially being with this person. If you're already in a relationship, maybe you've even been together a while. But if you're in a relationship now, I would think about your options here. What do you both contribute to each other in the relationship? Do you both make each other happy? Is one person super judgmental over the other person? That's something to really think about. It could even be you that's being hyper judgmental. Maybe you put too much pressure on them to be like your ex. That could be the case as well. So what you have to do is trust your instincts, trust your guts on this, and be able to have authority in the relationship. If you feel that you've been more so if you've given the authority more so to the other person, or the other person has the upper hand, has more control in the relationship, you need to gain more control. You need to have more of a say, especially if you do want it to work out. Trust your instincts on what to do with that, the right words to say. Don't act or say anything on impulse. Speak from the heart and of the mind. The King of Swords, more so of the mind, because you have to think logically and speak logically. But this is a good sign to probably move on from the relationship. Again, if you really want to make it work, this could also be it's difficult because of long distance as well. Or it could be about maybe one person wants to move on and then the other person doesn't. Weigh out the pros and cons. It looks like it's more so like a negative pull on both sides. Just a lot of, it's not even like super negative, but enough negative energies going on where I just feel like you don't contribute enough to each other. That's what I keep hearing myself say. I mean, like, that's what I keep hearing in my third eye and in my head. I keep hearing that. If this isn't about a relationship, it could even just be about family. Maybe you've been thinking about moving away from family, and this will be a good sign to do that, but to not do move in with somebody or with a group of people who you know very well, because I feel like that could be really bad. Or like if it's a new relationship, don't move. If it's a new relationship, just think about it longer, have better judgment on it. But if it's about family, don't worry about what your family is thinking or saying in the situation, because you are your own person and have authority over your own life. Those are the messages that I have for deck 1. But we also have the oracle cards. The past life relates to trees. And labradorite, psychic ability, 30 chakra. It's very interesting that both of these are together, because when I think of trees, I think of grounding. So you really need to make sure that you connect to the trees in this life, because in a past life, it's maybe you were a tree. That's what I've never actually pulled this to my knowledge. Just get the energy, current energy of a tree. Be still, be grounded into the earth, but while doing that, also connected to your intuition, your psychic abilities. You can have both. You can do both. Be grounded, but also tap into your intuition. It's actually better to do both. If you want to tap into your intuition, you have to. It's better to be grounded in reality while still connecting to source or to this other realm. Hope you enjoyed deck 1. You can listen on to the other decks if you would like. Hello, deck 2. Past life oracle card. Crystal oracle card. We'll get to those later. Okay. So, the first way I want to, very clearly, the first message I'm getting is that some of you are really wanting to make more money or become more successful, and if you are not at that stage yet, you soon will be. You'll be a lot more successful and in better standing than you were or that you are right now in the near future. But this will come at a great cost. You have good ideas, you're able to act on these ideas very quickly and enact them, put them into play. If you've been thinking about them, they would be good to put them into play. But these decisions are going to take a huge mental toll. You're going to have to take on a lot more responsibilities, and you're going to be on a lot more isolated, and just put a lot more on your plate, on your schedule, and not have enough alone time and enough time for socialization. This will not be good for your mental health. This will cause a lot of mental breakdowns, even if you don't consider them that. I feel like you'll be stubborn and thinking, no, I'm fine. I'll just take on everything and I'll be fine. But it's not going to be good for you. You are... So you see, it's justice reversed, right? This is going to be an injustice to you. What other way could I even interpret this? Maybe, you'll be making a lot of financial risks, but then that'll make you so anxious to continuously do this, that eventually it will be maybe morally corrupt for you. I don't know if that's like gambling or NFTs. The first message that I said, though, that's all I keep reading from this. You have good resources. Have enough time for yourself while you chase after your dreams, or try to succeed with your goals, or try to meet deadlines, do time crunches. If you're thinking about switching jobs, this is a good sign for that financially, but not emotionally. So if you go for it, you need to find a better balance in that respect for financial success and emotional prosperity or balance. Or it could be about accepting a higher up position in your job. Same situation there as well. And those are the only ones I'm getting from this. So let's go for transportation and kunzite, children, third eye and heart chakras. And that's another thing too. I was thinking about some of you maybe have children, so you're trying to be able to make enough money that you want to do that, but then you have to make sure you still have time for them. Or if you're saving up to be able to eventually have kids, you can do that, but you still need to have that alone time, that socialization time, that time away from work or away from this financial endeavor that it is you're thinking about or that you are already going on that path towards. Transportation could be about traveling a lot. Some of you could be traveling a lot for work, and that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, but again, you need to find that better balance, especially if you do have kids or you're trying to settle down more. Whether it's now or for the future, you need to think about what's best for you emotionally as well. Not just completely giving in to the financial success or the stability that this endeavor that you're going towards or this path you're leaning towards will give you. It could be even mean that some of you maybe are thinking about moving as well. So you're saying up for moving. Yeah, those are the messages for deck 2. I hope that it related to you. I can't really think of anything else. It's very much an internal journey that you have to think about right now. It's not really about other people. It's more so about you. I mean, the children, like, it can't be about other people, but it's about those internal decisions and think rationally, but also use your emotions and your heart to think about what would be best for you. Okay, and you see, because there's a bunch of different stuff. We have 2 different major arcana cards, one reverse, one upright, and then we have 2 upright for the minor arcana, and 2 and from all different like suits, and then we have 2 of them that are reversed. So just really finding a good balance with everything. I hope you enjoyed deck 2. You can listen to deck 3 if you'd like. Alright, deck 3, this is someone I am most drawn to, but again, I will not read this for me, I will read it for you. I won't even think about my own life, but I will throw that out there because I always mention it. Which deck I am most drawn to here are the oracle cards for the crystals and past life. Okay. So, this is a really good month for socialization for everybody. Even though we have right here the 6 of Wands reversed is about public recognition, but it's reversed. Don't try to be the center of attention. Just meet with people, and I mean, you could fade to the background, but more so just be present and don't focus on doing anything super extravagant. Meet with old friends especially, but even new friends too. I feel like it's a good opportunity for you to meet with new friends, especially for those of you who have issues with anxiety. It can be really hard for you to get past that struggle of the anxiety, but eventually you will find something that will keep you emotionally stable while being in these social situations. This could also be about family as well. Maybe you haven't seen family in a while, and there could be a lot of trauma in relation to certain family members, or something traumatic that's happened lately, and it is okay to grieve. Don't fight the grieving process if that is the case, but it is also crucial that you reconnect with these family members or friends in relation to an event, and it could even be an event in your life. Maybe you've just been feeling more down or anxious lately. It's okay to be around people because they will help bring that emotional stability to your life. And you see here, both of these wands are upright, and both of the are reversed, and both of the cups are upright. So finding that emotional balance while not trying too hard to be the center of attention and breaking down those walls, you'll find a lot of strength in your emotions and what you're feeling from the heart for this month. And so don't be afraid to let need to celebrate other people's successes and be there for them emotionally, and not get in your own way and think that you aren't doing enough with your own life, because you are. Everything is all good. Life is continuing in a cycle. If you're thinking you want certain things to happen, they will happen, or if they won't, then you'll find out soon enough. It doesn't need to be focused on you this month for the successes of other people. And push past these mental blocks that you potentially could have about, again, thinking, well, I'm not good enough, or this will never happen for me, or like other people have good things happen to them, but it won't happen to me. Don't think like that, okay? Those are the main messages I'm getting for you, Deck 3. So let's go into the Oracle cards. Trust and faith. Hematite, mental strength, or chakra. See, these are both really good for this. So, trust and faith. Have trust and faith that, again, everything will happen in time, and celebrate other people's successes. Or else, have trust and faith in yourself that you can get out there and you can be social. You can, be somebody who has fun, even if things have happened lately in your life or are currently happening. Don't be too in your head about things. Things will continue to get better, and don't only be there for other people, but be there for yourself, and think about what you can do to get rid of these mental blocks. Mental strength or chakra, again, mentally, you are very strong, so tap